So this is time for our science class. Living things produce young ones like themselves. This is called reproduction. Humans have babies, fish lays eggs, and simple forms of life just divide into two. Today we will start our new chapter, plant reproduction, chapter 5. In this chapter we will have a look at how plants produce new plants. In our previous chapters, we already learned that flowers are the reproductive unit of a plant. Flowers are the reproductive unit of a plant. In this chapter, we will learn about the points. I am going to tell you the points which we are going to learn. Fertilization, formation of seeds and germination, dispersal of seeds, and vegetative reproduction in plants. Okay? There are different ways in which a plant can reproduce. Reproduction through seeds and reproduction through different plant pods. So there are two ways to reproduction of plants. Reproduction through seeds and reproduction through different plant pods. Firstly, I am going to tell you the process of fertilization. So let us start the chapter. Okay? Chapter 5, page number page number 63. Plant. Chapter 5, plant reproduction. Here, name the parts of the flower. This is a flower, and this is A. It is ovule. Okay? And this is B. Petal. These are petals. A, ovule. You have to write here. And you fill up your book in this way, as I did. Okay? This is ovule A. It is ovule. B, petal. C, this 2 C, stamen. Stamen has two parts. Two parts. This is E and F. Anther and filament. E, anther. It is filament. It is anther, filament. Next, D. D is pistil. Total. It is male reproductive part of flower. It is D. C is the male reproductive part of flower. Stamen and pistil is the female reproductive part of flower. D contains G, H and I. G, stigma. H, style. I, ovary. Stigma, style and ovary. And it is J. J is sepal. So, fertilization in flowering plants. This is fertilization in flowering plants. Please look at this diagram. This diagram shows us the petal, sepal and the male and female reproductive parts of the flower. Fertilization in plant is carried out by the male and female reproductive part present in the flower. Male reproductive part is what? Yes, stamen. And the female reproductive part is? Yes, pistil. The process of fertilization starts after pollen grain from a flower lands on the sticky stigma of another flower of same kind. Pollen grains, you can see here, these are pollen grains from another flower, lands on the sticky stigma of another flower of same kind. Actually, the stigma produce some sticky substances and pollen grains stuck with that. pollination, pollination occurs then when the pollen grains stuck up with the sticky stigma. The pollination occurs. After pollination, a thin tube, you can see here a thin tube, yellow part. This is a thin tube extends. This is called, what is it? Yes, I told you in our last class, in last chapter, it is called pollen tube. A thin tube extends to the ovary. This is ovary and these are the ovules. Ovary, this part is called ovary and this is ovules. The thin tube, pollen tube, extends to the ovary through pistil. Okay, so it is pistil. It extends in ovary. Pollen tube containing male cells move into the ovule. Pollen tube contains the male cells which fuse with the female cells or ovule and form the zygote. This process of fusion of the male and female cell is called fertilization. This is called fertilization. After fertilization, the ovules finally form the seeds. Fertilization takes place. Fertilization takes place inside the ovule. You can see here, this is pollen tube. Okay. After fertilization, the ovules finally form the seeds and the ovary becomes the fruit. Now the ovary becomes the fruit. As the fruit matures, the petals become dried and fall off. Next, some fruits like mango, avocado, lychee, etc. have only one seed in a fruit because they have only one ovule in ovary, and some fruit like orange, papaya, etc. have many seeds as they have many ovules in ovary. Okay, now look at this diagram. This is male and female reproductive parts of a flower. Here you can see sepal, petal. This is anther and filament. This is anther and filament. Anther, here filament, and this is ovary. This part is ovary. Okay, stigma. This is stigma, style, ovary. Female reproductive unit of flower. Stigma, style, ovary, which is called what? Pistil. And stamen. It include the anther and filament. Anther and filament. Okay. So now I am going to tell you the seed structure. Seed structure. Look at this. You can take some soaked gram seeds and observe it carefully. Seeds are covered by a hard protective covering called seed coat. It is a seed. It is covered. If you see a gram seed here, you can see this diagram. Okay. So seeds are covered by a hard protective covering called seed coat. You can see here seed coat. You see seed coat, brown part. Okay, seed coat. The seed coat has a tiny pore called micropyle. Here in a gram seed you can see a tiny hole is there. It is called micropyle. Actually, micropyle allows the water to enter the baby plant before active germination. For germination, seed needs water. For that, there is the existence of micropyle. Okay. Now remove the seed coat and notice seed leaves. This is seed leaves. These are two seed leaves. These are called cotyledons. These parts are called cotyledons. Seeds containing only one cotyledon called monocotyledon. Only one cotyledon. If there is only one cotyledon, it is called monocotyledon. That example is corn. And some seeds contain two cotyledons and called dicotyledons. Examples: pulses, kidney beans, gram, peas, etc. Actually, baby plant inside the cotyledon is called embryo. You can see here it is embryo. This green part, it is embryo, baby plant. Inside the cotyledon is called embryo. The embryo grows up to become a new plant. It grows up to become a new plant. Embryo has a radicle and a plumule. You can see here radicle and plumule. The lower part is called radicle, it is plumule. The plumule comes out of the ground and develops into shoot system. And radicle grows under soil and develops into root system. Plumule develop into shoot system and radicle develops under the soil and it forms the root system. Actually, seeds of different plants may vary in many ways, but the basic anatomy remains the same. It is also a structure of a bean seed. It is bean seed. I just saw you you just saw lastly the gram seed. It is a bean seed structure of seed. It is cotyledon, seed coat, plumule, radicle, micropyle. Okay. So you please you soak a few bean seeds or gram seeds for 2-3 days and observe the soaked bean seeds. You will notice the seed coat has become soft. Then split the bean seed and observe what is inside it. And here are some, in page 66 there are some fill in the blanks. It is homework for you. In our next class I'll give you the answers. Before that you please this is homework for you all. You please do it well. Okay, so that's all for our today's class and we will meet in our next class. Bye.